Ben had always been the quiet one. He watched life from the sidelines, content to let others shine. But there was one person he could never take his eyes off: Mia. She was a burst of color in his otherwise monochrome world, her laughter as bright as the sun. From the first day they met, Ben knew she was special. In their final year of high school, the prom became the talk of the town. Ben dreamed of asking Mia to be his date, rehearsing the words over and over in his head. But every time he got close, his courage slipped away. The night of the prom arrived. The gymnasium shimmered with fairy lights, and the music floated through the air. Ben stood in the corner, watching Mia dance with someone else. She twirled beneath the disco ball, her dress catching the light. She looked happy. And Ben? He felt invisible. As the night wore on, he wandered outside, the cool air biting at his skin. Regret weighed heavy in his chest. Why didn't I just ask her? He stared at the moon, wondering if she even noticed his absence. Years passed. Life moved on, but Ben never forgot that missed dance. One day, he heard about the high school reunion. His heart raced at the thought of seeing Mia again. Would she remember him? Had she married the guy from prom? He almost talked himself out of going, but something pulled him back to that gymnasium. The room felt smaller now, the decorations simpler. Familiar faces mingled, but Ben only searched for one. Then, through the crowd, he saw her. Mia, older, but just as radiant. Their eyes met. She smiled softly and walked toward him. Ben? His heart pounded. Hi, Mia. They stood in silence, the weight of unspoken years hanging between them. Finally, he found his voice. I always regretted not asking you to dance that night. She tilted her head. I waited for you to ask. His breath caught. Would you dance with me now? She smiled, taking his hand. As they swayed beneath the dim lights, Ben finally whispered the words he'd kept hidden for so long. I've loved you since we were kids. Mia rested her head on his shoulder. I know. And this time, Ben didn't miss his chance.